Hey everyone, and welcome back. To those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Adi. And today we will continue this painting. In the first part of this tutorial, we talked about how to draw metal. I will leave a link in the description of the video. In this video, we will draw the twisted reflections that are made because there are sockets in the metal. Just looking at the reflections can be overwhelming at first. The best method to deal with complicated things is to break them down into smaller sections. It is similar to painting reflections on waves. We have a lot of colors reflected in the metal. Divide what you see into parts according to their colors, and then look at each part and look at the colors and shapes of it. I did a drawing in pencil first. While you draw, compare things and see where they are located relatively to one another, in order to see if you are right or wrong. For example, there is a very dark section in the middle. It can help you locate the other things. I use gouache. I paint on the paper as it is. It doesn't have any layer of paint on it. So I can mix the paint with water without worrying that it will take off a base layer. The reflection of the lemon is lighter above and darker below, just like the real lemon. But it is also dark in the reflection where it close to the real lemon. The light has difficulty reaching the thin gap between the lemon and the metallic object, so it's dark between them, and the shadow is reflected too. As for the colors, I kept the whites that I see in the white of the paper. You can also use masking fluid or add the whites. I used yellow, orange, brown, and a mixture of brown and blue in the areas that are really dark. The lower part of the metallic object is blue. In the right side, the blue is very dark because we can see the reflection of the shadow that the lemon cast. The metallic object has round sockets. It tends to be darker inside them, but we usually don't see a complete circle. Each part of the circle can reflect a different color. Look at each circle and ask yourself what are the shapes and colors that you see inside it and around it. For the darkest color, I use a mixture of blue and brown, and the second color is a mixture of gray and purple. I see a light frame around the circle, but it doesn't surround the entire circle. In some of the reflections, there are soft transitions between colors. Here I see both orange and brown blending with one another. I add water to the gouache paint and let the colors bleed into one another. Some of the reflections in the lower part continue to the upper part. I continue to paint the lower part in blue. I keep a light line above the end of the object. The circles become thinner ellipses the further they are from the center. The left side is just like the right side. It blends into the background. Here we can see that the boundary is not straight because of the bumps. We can see the edges of the sockets as details in lighter color. They are not on the same line, so it makes the boundary go in and out. It is very dark under the object. Again, I use a mixture of blue and brown. Let's add the lemon. This time, let's create a base layer, a coverage of all the lemon. As I said in the previous video, you can also do it with a metallic object. And if you wish to, you don't have to go over all the lemon with yellow. It's up to you. I wanted to show you both methods in this video. I will add the white with gouache. You can also add the white with white pen or use the masking fluid to keep the white of the paper. I add orange. I especially see orange in the right side of the lemon. The lower part of the lemon is greener. The blue of the background affects it. The upper part of the lemon is lighter. I want to have some separation between the lemon and the background in the upper part of the lemon. The left side of the lemon will look more grey because of the grey in the metallic object beside it. I make the shadow deeper by adding brown. I add the white with a 0.0 brush. Maybe you will have to go over them with another layer. The white dots are more dense in one part. They touch one another and connected to each other. Besides the white dots, there are dots of shadow. The surface of the lemon isn't smooth, it has bumps. The further they go, the distances between them become bigger. The light falls on the top of the bumps and skips the lower areas between them. The darker the surrounding, the more the white will pop out. I add the shadow under the lemon and connect it to the lemon. I add the blue to the shadow of the lemon too. I add darker areas in the lemon and make the contour of the lemon more wavy. The light that goes into the metal is projected onto the surface below. I used white to draw that. I want to make the transition between the surface that the objects are located on and the background behind more defined. Corners tend to have a light line beside a dark line, so I draw a white line and make the blue darker above it. This line doesn't have to be parallel to the paper, it depends on the point of view. But it has to continue from one side to another in a way that makes sense. You can use a ruler. I add some touches to the background to see that everything comes together as it should. And last but not least, I add dots to the lemon. I wanted to show you all the stages of drawing a still life. Knowing how to paint different texture and materials is important. And that's it. I hope you will find this video useful. In the next tutorial we will do something different. Feel free to let me know in the comments what else you would like to learn. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.